Howdy folks, it's DIECAST here again, and welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003 Season Mode. It's time for race 34 out of 36, 3 races to go in the championship with only 2 weeks left. Does that make any sense? Yes it does, because here is the schedule. We have only 3 races left. We have the Texas Infield Road Course. This thing is crazy, the Texas Roval, let me tell you, this thing is crazy. Oh my goodness, if you have not watched Season 1's race here, you gotta watch it. Ryan Newman and I were just dogging out for the win. I made probably my best pass I have ever made on a NASCAR video game. It was crazy, and I stole the win from him. The next year we did terrible. But, so Thursday we have the road course at Texas Motor Speedway, the Roval, the infield, whatever you want to call it. Then we go on Sunday for the big one, the Samsung Radio Shack 500, the big race, the big one. And then next week, the end of the season is here. It's Homestead, Miami. So 3 races, 2 weeks left, the standings. It was 104 points out after Atlanta, with Jeff Gordon finishing second. Well, he finished 6th at Rockingham, and we took home the W. 73 points behind. I still think we've got to win one of the next 3 races. But guess what, guys? Sure, our stats are nowhere near as good as they were last year. But hey, we have 10 wins in the bag. Jeff Gordon only has 3. Sterling Marlin, I think this is it, guys. I'm officially eliminating Sterling Marlin. Jarrett was in contention, but after that poor finish at Rockingham, he's been eliminated. So it is officially down to just 2 cats, Jeff Burton and Jeff Gordon. One of those will win the 04 championship. Oh my goodness, guys. It is getting absolutely crazy. We got to run the Bassmaster car here in Texas. Let's go racing. Alright folks, so we qualified 18th for the Texas Road Course, the infield, the Roval, whatever you call it. Let's go ahead and get it trackside. This race track is just crazy. It is crazy, guys. One of the best races I do all year. Love it. Let's go.
Texas Motor Speedway is the site for today's NASCAR Winston Cup Road Race. There's not an empty seat in the house for the race today.
You know, I think I'm just as excited about the race today as they are. We're all in for some great racing in the great state of Texas today.
This is a much-needed break for Robbie Gordon.
Well, the extra time that team spent on qualifying this week makes all the difference. I think they should spend extra time every week. Maybe it would help improve their average starting spot.
Jeff Burton comes to the track with the hopes of maintaining his top 5 points position.
Oh yeah, and all these guys in the top 5 are fighting hard week in and week out to gain as many points as possible. It's harder to pick up spots once you're into the top 5.
Elliott Sadler is towards the bottom of the points list this season.
Yeah, those guys have been working so hard this year. It's a shame it doesn't really show in points. Just seems they can't keep that car out of trouble on race day. Maybe their luck will change today.
Engines are fired here at the road course. Tony Stewart is on pole. I need me another swig of coffee. So, this racetrack, guys, it's backwards compared to your normal oval event we'll have on Sunday. So, let's show you the racetrack. So, if you're new to this series, I do a few of these infield tracks to kind of mix up the schedule. And they're midweek events. They're raced on a Thursday or a Friday, and then the big normal race is raced on Sunday. So you got a tremendous amount of speed you're carrying through the front stretch, right? Then you're going to be running normally 3 and 4. It's considered 1 and 2, but you're going to be racing it backwards. So the car is not going to handle as well because the whole body is skewed one way. But for this race, it's not. It's not going to help it. It actually goes against it. You're turning right instead of left. And that really, creates a little bit of a friction. It doesn't handle as well. So you got this tremendous amount of speed, right? And now you got to just blow it down. I'm talking big time to get into turn 2. This thing, let me tell you, oh my goodness. Or would this be considered turn 3? Who knows? Sharp right-hander. You're going to go over here. You're going to have a small little bit of banking, a little bit of a lip. Go through the S's here. There's a stand trap there. Let me tell you, man, going through here too wide is difficult. And then right here, it's a very flat, very much kind of like New Hampshire nowadays. Not much banking, but a little bit of a lip there. Probably a little bit more than nowadays, but you cannot push the throttle here because the wall is going to sharp angle. If you push it, man, you're going to go straight into it. You got to be very gingerly on the throttle and wait and be patient. Once you clear the apex, then you can throttle it, and it's right around the track. You got a speed portion kind of like Watkins Glen, but you also got a technical portion kind of like the bus stop at Watkins Glen. But it's all backwards, like Watkins Glen. This is probably the best track to compare it to. Here we go. Green flag. 3 more races to go in 2004. Oh my goodness, this is a survival race at its best. It is a crazy track. Damage is going to happen. It's about just surviving it. That is the truth. It is a survival race. As we're already getting heated up from the inside, I'm trying to hold them off. We're going to have to brake real hard here. Oh, somehow we didn't make contact there. It is just so hard to navigate this racetrack, man. It is so hard to. Sorry, Martin. It is a free-for-all here. And, you know, this is a track that we won at in 2002. We beat out Ryan Newman. We had a beat-up race car, and we won it. Last year, we had a terrible run here. We really did. Had high expectations with the championship lead, but we could not get it done. Look at the run we're going to get on these cats. Oh my goodness, man. We got to do good here. We cannot afford to lose any more points. We have to be gaining points the next 3 races. Now you're going to drive it in the corner somehow. That was actually kind of clean. We didn't door slam anybody. And handling is such a huge aspect here. You want to set your gear ratios like you would be going to a Martinsville. You need high acceleration. Of course, you got to have high handling. You got to have a car that rotates very easy on flat corners and, of course, can have stabilization in the high banks in turns 1 and 2. That's kind of how this racetrack runs. Meanwhile, we're almost inside the top 10. We got Dale Jarrett, who's running in 11th. Or, excuse me, 10th. Now we're in 11th. Oh, my goodness, man. There's just so much speed here, and then you're just going to have to just, like, slam on the brakes. Kind of like Watkins Glen. That is the best comparison to this racetrack. Got Wimmer on the outside. Whoa, car will not rotate. We're in the fence. That's what I'm talking about. The S's are so difficult like the bus stop. There's just nothing there to hold you. And trying to go through there too wide is terrible. And right now, I want to be on the throttle, but I can't until I'm about a car length away from the pit road concrete. That is pretty much the only place you can go. And it looks like concrete. It probably isn't, but it just looks like it. And through this portion, you gotta be fearless. You gotta have tons of speed, like you're running out of Michigan, high RPMs. You're very close to blowing the engine, and then you kind of let the RPMs cool off as we butcher that corner. That's the problem with the tires. It's just it wears so quickly. Ooh, 3 wide here. We're gonna move the 43 up the hill. We're gonna overtake them there. Aggressive racing here at Texas. Oh my goodness, got to get through this very flat carousel. I mean, it is flat. And sure, you're going uphill, but there's just no banking to lean on. It's like the S's at Watkins Glen, where you're going uphill, but there's not enough banking, so you're actually having to let out of the gas. But here, I mean, this is the speedway portion. I have a high RPM setting, so the car is borderline blowing up, but it allows us to get up to speed really quickly. Car is just, it's rotating less and less every corner. I can just feel it. Trying to run down, what is that, Ryan Newman, who almost won this race in 2002. See, you can run that yellow line, but right there, your car wants to get extremely tight because there's no banking, and you really got to be careful on the throttle. Now, your top 5, Jimmy Johnson's out front. Man, wouldn't it be so cool to see Johnson win another race? He has been vintage Jimmy Johnson, let me tell you. This young driver's getting a crap load of wins. Jeff Gordon's in 3rd, though. Luckily, he's not leading laps. There's still opportunity to get around him. And right now, I'm honestly not worried about locking up the tires. I really am not. It's a 22-lap event. A caution, oh God, if a caution comes out right now, what are we going to do? You know, because we could pit and save gas and wait for another caution. I would probably stay out, to be honest. I don't know, man. It's a tricky track, man. It really is, because you're going right like Watkins Glen, and you just there's so many different, you know, technicalities of this racetrack. You got high speeds, and you got braking points, and you got sharp corners. Like right here, we're going to overtake them right here. Best passing zone right there. Just got 2 spots cleanly. Then you got the S's, no banking. And if you go too wide through here, man, let me tell you, it's like Sonoma. The S's at Sonoma. You're just going to run off into the dirt, and it's going to just ruin your lap time. Right here, you have to be so gingerly. You want to be aggressive on the throttle and get that good run on the front stretch heading into NASCAR 1 and 2, or what they would call 3 and 4 during the oval race. But it is so critical that you don't. And right here, man, if you have a good aerodynamic package and you're able to draft, let me tell you, you can get such a huge run into this turn right here. I mean, look at the run we're able to get on Robbie Gordon. It is such a huge advantage. Robbie Gordon's still there. Oh, gonna try to outbrake. Oh, nope, we're gonna be in the grass. Oh, goodness. Trying to blend, trying to blend. Let him get around me. There we go. Good, clean. Good and clean. I could have just came back on the racetrack and made contact, but I'm trying to race as clean as possible. And the car will not rotate. That's why I'm off the gas there. But if you make your car, you know, if you beat it up, right, your drafting is going to be terrible. And that's going to kill this portion of the corner, as we just got very aero tight there. It's going to kill that portion, and you're not going to have any run into the best passing zone. And that's what I build my race car for. High RPMs to get into the passing corner, and then having a setup at the same time that allows you to make the pass aggressively. And as you can see, we've worked our way from, 18th spot into the top 5 with Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, and Jimmy Johnson rounding out the cars ahead of us. Of course, Stewart's out of contention, Kenseth, non-factor, Johnson, non-factor. Gordon's the only car I'm worried about, and luckily he's not leading laps. If we can gain 5 points on him, I'll take it. It's up to us to gain these positions. Sure, I want to win this race, but in reality, I'm just worried about the 24 car. And, ooh, look at that. Locking up the tires, but it's working. You know, it's working. It's not killing the tires so much. And pit stops are actually underway here at Texas Motor Speedway, the final road course event of the year. Do we pit now, guys? We have the fuel. We have the fuel. Do we short pit? I'm going to short pit. Oh, goodness. Please tell me we can get on pit road. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Short pitting. Short pitting. Wait, hold on. I'm going to make sure our pit options are good. Well, I don't know if this is going to change it or not, but I'm going to test and make sure. Okay. There we go. It actually worked. Full tank, no damage repair. Max on the wedge. I'm going to short pit, guys. We're in our fuel window. Let's go for it, guys. Let's go for it. We're going to use the same strategy we used at Sonoma. We have probably the fastest race car on the track. The way we're able to get into the sharp right-hander after, NASCAR 3 and 4, we can really get into that corner very good. And if we don't have a caution, you see how we rounded out? We're not a lap down because we had enough, a short distance to be able to pit and not go a lap down. Now, everyone else has to pit, but we already got our service, and we have a fast car. So we're using a little bit of strategy we used at Sonoma, and also some very often Pocono strategies as well. Is when you're close enough to the leader, you can pit at these technical left and right-hand turn racetracks and not lose a lap. And that's the key. You don't want to go a lap down, because if the caution comes out, you will be burned. Oh my goodness, now we're halfway, but I was looking at the fuel mileage, and we had probably a lap and a half to possibly even 2 laps to burn. So I'd rather come in a lap early, throw away that lap of gas, and still have 1 lap left in the tank. Bad thing is we don't have like a visual braking point into that corner because there's clean air ahead of us, but hey, that could be good as well. Just gotta hold off Dale Jarrett. I'm just worried about Jeff Gordon. When is he going to pit, and where is he going to round out to? Because that's the only car we need to worry about. Everyone else has been eliminated realistically from the championship battle. You know, it doesn't matter. If Gordon finished at 37th, we have to finish 36th. That is our mindset here at the end of 2004. There's Tony Stewart, who just got his service in his Pontiac Grand Prix. Oh, goodness, this is going to be difficult. Yep, we're going to have to be very careful here. We're going to have to... Oh, my goodness! Blending line there. Caution's out. Oh my goodness. Yep, this is going to change everything. Piece of debris just came off the race car, I think. Or maybe it's because we ran off. I don't know. whatever it is, I want to get around Dale Jarrett if I can. Oh, goodness. What the heck happened here? Oh, God. What the heck happened? Yeah, big crash. Greg Biffle. Huge damage at the road course. Huge damage. Oh, goodness. I don't think this was us, guys. No, my goodness. Huge wreck. Ricky Craven, Greg Biffle, in the 142 car. 3-car multi-wreck at the Texas infield. And if you have not heard me say it already, this racetrack is absolutely insane. And now we're going to round out into third spot. Johnny Benson, Tony Stewart, 2 Pontiacs leading here. We're in third place and ahead of Jeff Gordon. And before we get too far ahead of ourselves, I want to see where Jeff Gordon is after we get out of this corner. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I got to focus. Because I'm curious to see where Jeff Gordon is. Oh, we're going to dive it down at the 1 and 2. Or not 1 and 2, excuse me, turn 3. Oh my goodness, got to navigate through the S's so well. Alright, here we go, guys. Just 3 laps left here at Texas Road Course. Tony Stewart, Johnny Benson, Rusty Wallace, and of course, Jeff Burton. Let's see, where is Jeff Gordon at, guys? Where is Jeff Gordon? We got to know. We've got to know. Jeff Gordon is in 12th. He's led 4 laps, so he has 5 extra bonus points. It is up to us to win this race, guys. This is our opportunity. If we want to win the title in 2004, this is it. We have to win this race. Absolutely have to win this race. I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not going to show these guys any, I would say any, you know, get out of jail free cards. I'm going to go for it, guys. So we just washed way out of the corner here. Feather the throttle. We have to make this pass, like, really quick. I'm not willing to just lay around and let Johnny Benson get his first career win in this game. I'm going for it, guys. I do not care anymore. There we go. Move him up the racetrack. Lock up the... Oh, we almost had it. We almost pulled it off. Through the S's. Trying to get his first NASCAR Winston Cup victory. Jeff Burton. Jeff Gordon. Both going at it for the championship. Coming to the white flag. One more time around. The final road course of the year. Huge run on Johnny Benson. Can we complete the pass here? We have the inside through NASCAR 3 and 4. Oh, goodness. Come on, up the hill. Now we just got to get in this corner. Cannot blow the corner. We cannot blow the corner. We're going to go up high. We're going to keep Benson. Be very, very, very cautious. Keep Benson behind us. So you cut through the corner. Navigate through the S's. Tony Stewart can't get around him. Johnny Benson, slow car, has nothing through the carousel here. Exiting the final corner. Jeff Burton is going to win at the Texas Road Course. Yes! Woo! Man, what a strategy. What a race. We just won back-to-back. 11th win in 2004, man. Exactly the perfect timing. We gained even more points on Jeff Gordon. We had to win this race, guys. Like, you don't believe it. Like, we had to. You know, shades of the playoff format we see nowadays where it's a must-win situation. This is a must-win situation. We won this race in 2002, taking the win away from Ryan Newman. And sorry, Johnny Benson, you're not going to get the, what would you call it? The miracle? You're not going to get it today. Holy cow, man. We have just won the Texas Road Course. Yes!
Yeah, no doubt he deserves
Oh my goodness, guys. I can't believe it. We just won Rockingham last week by a miracle. Amazing caution. I mean, 3-car just disaster wreck, right? Destroys 3 cars pretty much. We pitted at the absolute perfect time. We cycled out 3rd place behind 2 slow cars, 2 Pontiacs. Tony Stewart and Johnny Benson. Jeff Gordon, he wasn't in the mix. I think he finished outside the top 10, to be honest. I don't know. Either way, we gained points on him. This was crucial, man. This was crucial. We could have lost our season if we did not pit right. If we would not have pitted where we did, we could have rounded out 15th and didn't gain anything. This was huge. Jeff Gordon misses out on the top 10 opportunity. Scott Wimmer, Jimmy Johnson, Spicer, Newman, Jarrett, goodness, Benson. Top 10s here at the Texas Road Course. And oh my goodness, we led one lap, and the only lap that mattered, guys. 180 points to the winner. Oh my goodness, man, what a event. And Jeff Gordon loses spots in the final laps. He's going to finish 16th. Sure, he led some laps. He's going to get 120. So he comes on with 120. Guess what, guys? We gained 60 points on your points leader. The championship is tightening up significantly with 2 races to go. The Oval at Texas and the Homestead 1.5 mile event. Oh my goodness, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell. You are not going to want to miss the next 2 episodes. It's going to be crazy. It's going to get crazy, man. It is going to get so crazy. Last year, the championship was, you could throw a blanket over Marlon and Jeff Burton. Guess what, guys? It is happening again. Gordon, Burton, someone's winning the 04 title, and it's going to happen in 2 races. The pressure is on. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one. And DIECAST Buffet is signing off.